So you filled out a form on our website and you are
Yes.
that you are interested in looking into the car buying service. Is that correct?
Yeah, can you just tell me about it in brief?
Yeah, I can tell you in very, very brief. We are a full stop concierge service provider where we understand your car requirements, your preferences, reach out to multiple dealerships within 200 to 500 mile radius if required across the country, find the exact make, model, trim level, package, etc. Negotiate with multiple dealerships to fetch the lowest negotiated price, and either we facilitate in-person transaction or the car is getting delivered at your doorstep. We take
Is
away.
it is it
Sorry.
for new and used cars? I'm looking at used cars.
Yeah, yeah. So in used cars, we do four-step due diligence process. One is a detailed Carfax and auto check report. The second one is a dealership inspection report. The third one is an unbiased online reputed mechanic or an automotive repair showroom that their independent engineer will stop by at that dealership to give us a feedback. So there is a
Mhm.
minimal cost associated with that. And then fourth is that there is a nationwide engineers who will go and test drive that particular vehicle. If everything checks out, then we do a remote purchase. Otherwise, we coordinate your in-person visit at the dealership. It is if it is nearby or if it is little bit far away.
Okay.
Yep. And there is a step-by-step process. So when we welcome you on board, a dedicated concierge specialist is assigned on this task, where we, based upon your car buying, used car buying preference, will scout from 18 different online platforms plus more than 10 different premium databases to find the exact models, and then we thoroughly check whether it is in accident, not in accident, how many owners have been in the vehicle, etc., etc. Then we do value for money comparison because it's not necessarily the cheapest car is the best car. We have to also understand where we are going to get the most value out of the purchase what we are going to make. Then we
Mhm.
let get the multiple quotations from the dealership in writing to ensure that it's a clean pricing what we are receiving, including that registration, taxes, license, and fees. So there should not be any dealership add-ons or miscellaneous fees or window tint fee, etc. We remove all of those, and then we do multiple rounds of negotiation at each dealership. Let's say if five dealership has the exact make and model, then we'll work with all the five, go back and forth until we have the lowest priced on that particular vehicle in writing, and then we'll facilitate the contract, the paperwork. If you're looking for financing, then we'll review that
So
because, yeah.
I'm looking at a couple different models, but one in particular that's kind of it's not impossible to find, but it's there's not that many of them. It's an older BMW model, and I find them CarMax, Carvana, and others as well, and they're far away from me. So what about the? I mean, I see you're checking them out and you're getting a mechanic to look at them, but how about um, the buying it? Something about buying it without seeing it in person is.
Yes. So, if it is like too far away, let's say if it is more than 1,000 miles away, then we keep a close eye on finding very, very close that same BMW model nearby. So, see,
Mhm,
as a typical buyer, we might be like scouting or looking at four to five online major platforms. But
mhm,
our team is working day in and day out for the last 5 years, Monday through Saturday, across 18 plus platforms. Plus, we are subscribed to 10 plus online databases for which we pay on an annual basis. So we get the first dibs of any new vehicle which is coming out in the market. Plus, as you have identified that you are looking for a BMW, so what we'll do is all the Beamer dealerships within 500 mile radius will do
mhm.
an outbound marketing. That is, we'll send out an email highlighting exact specs what you are looking for because we have an extensive email addresses of all the dealerships in the country, and letting them know that we are looking for this exact make, model, color, trim level specification. And if they have it, the salespeople will start reaching out to us. And till the
So,
very final moment, no one gets to know that it is for Mr. Barry. So you don't
okay.
get calls or emails or texts throughout the day.
Right. I mean, obviously that would be extremely helpful. I mean, what kind of cost for the services?
Yeah, so our cost of services is $1,000, all inclusive from start to finish. That is till you get the keys of your vehicle. $500 is when we kick off the engagement in formal capacity, where I'll introduce you to our concierge team. You will receive a client handbook, and we will fill out the client requirement form, where we'll list down all your Beamer expectation, preferences, miles, budget, etc. And then
Hmm.
we'll continue with the process. We'll negotiate on the car. We'll coordinate the shipping or your travel to the dealership, however the circumstances pan out to be. And then till you get the keys of your vehicle and you come back home and you leave a 5-star Google review. After that, only will request the second and final payment, which is $500. So $500 as we kick off the engagement, and $500 once the complete process is completed, no matter whether it takes 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. Officially, our period is 60 days, 2 months. But let's say if we are not finding the car, then we continue supporting till we find the car. Exact. And let's say if you're going on vacation, we'll take a break. If you get occupied with your business or with your travel, we are very
Okay.
flexible. We'll work as per your timeline.
Okay. I mean, I guess it has to save me $1,000. Probably would. I mean, I'm looking at a version of this car now at CarMax locally, and there's some questions I have about
Yes. And
vehicle.
our team has an extensive 45 pointers which we review, especially in the used premium German cars, because we have to be thorough with respect to the engine, transmission, wear and tear, whether it was used as a personal use or as a fleet vehicle or as a rental, whether it was corporate leasing, who leased it, how often they leased it, when was the last time the services were done. The dealership, CarMax, Carvana, very smart. If the car was touchwood, but in fender bender or in any accident, let's say on October 5th, which is like yesterday, right? They would only show us the Carfax till October 1st, saying that it is a clean car. So we know all of their bells and whistles and make our way through to make sure that it's a very clean, transparent deal where you are going to put your hard-earned money to acquire and purchase that vehicle. So we are there
Okay.
from start to finish, end to end, for 24/7, 365, so that
I
you have,
get it.
yes.
It could be beneficial to me. I got to think about it a little bit. But do you have any opinion in general on CarMax? Because I've
Yeah,
sold the
so we have a
CarMax.
lot of experience with CarMax. So we are not only buying the cars from CarMax, but we are also selling our client cars to CarMax.
Hmm.
So because people come to us to sell their car at the highest appraisal value. So completely a reverse switch,
Hmm.
buy at low,
Hmm.
sell at high. That's the fundamental at on our end. So whenever we deal with CarMax, let's say whatever their online advertised price is not the price where you will actually get the car. So let's say if they have advertised $50,000, by the time you will go to the CarMax, you will tell about the vehicle. They will only show you like either Carfax or auto check report. They'll not show you both the reports. Sometimes they even don't let you have a third party independent inspection done on the vehicle. Plus, then they will add mandatory $2,000 as a convenience fee, or support fee, paint protection fee, yada yada yada, to just bloat up the price. So whatever you have seen $50,000 online, it will end up at $62,000 by the time you fully check out of your new vehicle, or that is the used new vehicle what you're looking at. That's number one. And in selling also, they do a complete flip. That means they will, once we fill out the vehicle identification number, the make, model, photos, and everything, let's say they will say
Hmm.
that, okay, we'll buy this car, for example, at $20,000. By the time our client would take the car to CarMax, they will say, okay, now this is an issue, this is an issue, this is an issue, and they will lower the price to 15,000, 14,000, $12,000. So our experience over the last 5 years with CarMax across the country, it's not just specific region, because we are serving clients across US and Canada, has not been positive.
Yeah, I have this car in particular. had on hold with them, and
Hmm.
it definitely was in an accident, and I couldn't, the Carfax, and I got something from Vin Clarity,
Yep, wing clarity. Yep.
and it says moderate, and it shows the panels that were hit, and I'm not sure about the body work, and I'd like to get it looked at, but they won't let there's really not time to have a pre-purchase inspection.
Yes,
So
that is exactly the PPI
to get
is
it
what
looked
we do.
at, return, and I don't like the fee, so I tried to negotiate a little bit. So it's not sitting right with me. That
Correct. And if you're
there was
able
also
to,
an accident report available number, but I couldn't get. They found the name of the owner, but they won't, for understandable reasons, they won't give me the name of the prior owner of the car, which I guess they don't. But I said, can you go just pull the accident report and get me more detail on the accident, because it is public record with the
yep.
Florida police, Fort Myers, Florida police, and they wouldn't do it. So I was like, well, I just want as much info as possible.
Yeah, so you can even use, so there is a very good service which is called Lemon Squad. So their reputable mechanics are available across the country. And we have a good partnership with them. Also, our clients, we are able to pass on 20% discount at the time of the PPI services because we use them often. And they can actually find out all the details about the accident which has happened on the vehicle. So it results into they will give us about 18 to 24 pages long detailed report. It takes them about 48 to 72 hours to come back with that report. Once their engineer reaches on site, they will spend about an hour to 2 hours. They will take the car on the spin. And if the CarMax says that, okay, we'll not let that happen, consider it as a very big red flag and walk away.
If they won't let Lemon Squad do it.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah,
So
I mean, they may let Lemon
that's
Squad
our
do it.
litmus test.
They wouldn't let me have the info,
Yes.
so I don't.
But that's the only reason, right? So we are not
Is that
affiliated with any
is
dealer.
that preferable to taking it to like a local BMW dealer and having they'll do
Absolutely,
it?
absolutely. Yeah. So with the local BMW dealer, they will. So the BMW dealer service folks will not go to a third party dealership. So we will have to take the car to the BMW dealership.
Right.
And yes, so there are three types of inspection. One is the online one, which is I told about Lemon Squad. One is a
Mhm.
local mechanic, which are certified in premium cars like Mercedes, Beamer, Audi,
Mhm.
Lexus, Land Rover, all of that. And then the third one is a that same make and model dealership, which is Beamer to Beamer, Merc to Merc. So we can
Right.
do three levels of inspection,
I
but for
just
the
thought,
third one, you will have to take the car there.
yeah, I just thought like if I were to go this route on this one car, which I'm on the fence with, like I would have to drive it off the lot and then get the inspection, then use the return policy. And in that case, like I might as well put it on a lift. Like there's some discussion online about whether to put it on a lift or just have like, if you're just on a test drive, you shouldn't put it on a lift because you're responsible for the car. So I don't know if
Yes,
you get into
then
that.
you are responsible for the car. If you take it out of the dealership till it reaches to the Mercedes dealership, you yourself, Mr. Barry, would be responsible on that car, and you also have the full responsibility to drive it back to the CarMax dealership.
So your comment on CarMax though is just in general because they're inflating price on little additional fees and to make their dollar.
And also generally speaking, almost 100% of the time till now, because whenever we have found the exact, especially in the used car segment, whatever our client preferences are, and if the same make, model, trim, package, color is available, let's say on Carvana or on CarMax, those prices itself are higher compared to what we are able to negotiate. Let's say if we find the exact make, model, everything at another dealership, because those
Mhm.
dealership will work with us to negotiate on the pricing. They're incentivized to sell the car. We use
Mhm.
proven negotiation tactics to do so, but the cost of vehicle acquisition for CarMax and Carvana is so high from the very get-go that they don't negotiate, number one, and number two, their prices are inflated because they have very huge inventory to manage and they have high associate associated cost of maintenance. So we have an open challenge with all of our clients. If you find a Costco deal, AAA deal, Carvana deal, or CarMax deal, we will work to get the same exact make and model. You don't pay us anything at a lower price, $1,000 less than what you have found, and then only you pay our fees.
Well, I have this car. I mean, they're holding it for me. I
Sure.
mean,
So if you would
so
like, if you would like us to get started, you don't pay anything. You just send the link of that car, the make, model, the miles, everything, your preferences. We'll find a look-alike similar used BMW for you, at least more
I mean,
than
that
3,
would
and
be
then at a
great.
lower price.
I mean, even if you could give me a comment on it. So I'll tell you just broad strokes. I don't want to
Sure.
for your time. It's a BMW 428i. It's like a couple of years there they made like these hardtop convertibles. You do find them. They tend to have higher mileage. Like I said, it was in an accident. So when I look at some comparables, I did some research on my own to
Mm-hmm.
see like this only has 22,000 miles on it. So
Okay.
the previous owners, it's a 10-year-old car with 22,000 miles. That's very low mileage. I'm seeing them with like 45 to 60, 70 and higher.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I need to buy something at 22,000 miles, but I think it's like priced maybe down a bit because of this accident, but I can't tell. And then I hear you and other people telling me, well, CarMax, you're not going to get the best deal. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So
And
I
if the man,
something with that low mileage, but I did like that about that car, and it is
yep.
pretty and et cetera.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you for sharing. One thing which comes as a highlight is if the car has such a low miles and it's a 10-year-old car, so maybe the accident was so severe, or maybe the car was in a garage or in the workshop for a couple of months and no one was able to drive it, and that's why the miles
Well,
are less.
doesn't the Carfax report doesn't suggest that necessarily.
Okay,
I think it's that it's like a third vehicle. It's like a weekend vehicle for people because it's a convertible. It's
is a
Florida,
convertible. Yes.
older residents that have it as like an extra car and they treated
Yep.
it that way. But it does look like CarMax maybe bought it early in 2025 and it's been sitting for like 10 months, possibly based on like they had it listed at 19.9 at some local dealer
Hmm.
was the last price I saw. It's hard to discern if that's exact, but anyway,
If you
I
can share the link as well as the CarMax
yeah.
report which you have, we'll be happy to review.
You
And
want me to do it right now or
whatever, however you feel comfortable. Uh,
um?
yes, I
It'll
can.
just take me a second. I have it saved here.
I'll
If I
just
can.
put down my email in our Zoom chat here.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Or
here's the.
I can also send you a quick email and then you can just reply whichever one is convenient on your
How
end.
about if I just put it in the chat?
Yeah, even better.
That's the link to the vehicle.
Sure, I'm just checking here. Yeah, so they have auto check report. Uh, let's see.
Yep. Yeah, I've been through that. And like I said, I got the VIN clarity or VIN clarity. It's
We'll also have to get the Carfax report, so that I can pull it up. Uh,
and there's like when you read into it, there's an ax, literally an ax. I'm sorry, like a police report number. That's what I was trying to
mm-hmm.
get.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't. They seemed to have the ability to get that, but wouldn't do it for me. And I was like, because some of the body work I was questioning. I don't know enough to be able to say. Like my one of my questions was like, I know I had a Infinity and a Mercedes that had small accidents, and the the financing company made me take it to a certified body shop that specialized in that kind of car. I don't know that that happened here, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
So
know who did this work. So that's what worries me.
I'll just share my screen here, just on a very quick glance. This is what I found. Just a second. Let's see if this is the one. Yep. Let me know if you are able to see my screen.
Mhm.
Hmm. So
Yeah,
this is,
that's what I saw. I had this up
yep.
before. Yeah.
But this is what I wanted to highlight. So the accident was reported on 24th May, on
Hmm.
24th, 2022. And it came back to the registration event or renewal, right?
Hmm.
Exactly a year later. So we
Oh,
don't know how long this report fixes lasted. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's about a year. Of course, it will not be a year, but let's say if you fix anything in the car, the owner of the vehicle will take it for a service at a dealership, maybe in like 2 months, 6 months after fixing everything. So there are no services being done. That means the owner of this vehicle, maybe he was getting the service done, let's say at Jiffy Lube or Discount Tire or any other third party shop, but
Hmm.
at a BMW dealership. And that's why it's not mentioned over here. That is point number one, which I wanted to bring it to your attention.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a good point.
And if you
That's
see, yeah, exactly what
those
you,
kind of things are exactly my concern about it. Like
yeah,
so,
yeah.
and like it's a pretty car. It looks great in person. So maybe
But there are a lot of damage reported. Bumper, hood, wheels, grille, fender, front, right, left damage,
I
right?
see really fine signs that maybe it wasn't like pristine bodywork. Um,
Potentially. So I would just say one thing, even before we make an offer or think about buying from the CarMax, I would request, however we decide to move forward, is to get it inspected at a BMW dealership.
well, that's why I have an appointment. Like, because I was very close to buying it, and
Yep.
my wife likes it. I like the car. It's just and there was a 10 day, so I thought like, okay, I could just buy it and take it to the BMW dealer and just be ready for them to tell me,
But
hey, it has these.
but the moment you pay to CarMax, and let's say if you then take it for the inspection or anything, returning back to the CarMax is a hassle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they,
know.
they advertise they advertise that buy it and enjoy for 10 days and you can bring it back. But bringing it back is a nightmare. We had about three client experiences. I'm telling it from my first-hand experience. They always write a lot of things on their website and marketing and branding, but when it comes
Mhm.
to an actual implementation, it's not
Yeah.
apples to apples.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, you're convincing me. I think that like a deeper search for a car like this because it is, it is like unique and they're older. Um, Everyone I find seems to have some accident. Some are light, like look lighter than others. Um, I
correct.
see different things about what moderate means, but that one's obviously multiple areas of the car. It's not just one panel; it's multiple panels.
Yes, that is true. And see, the way we do this research is what I will show it to you. Let me just come to here. So for example, this is one of our client, and it's not just we just talk about it. There is a detailed dedicated document which we create for each one of our client. Again, listing down exactly everyone's preferences. So you can see that for this particular client, she wanted this exact features in the used car what she was looking at, right?
Hmm.
So the moment you list down everything, any Tom Dick would say, "Oh, it's too much. I can't do it." Right? But we don't take no for an answer. So
So,
yeah, please go
a
ahead.
couple questions on that. Like, so
Yep.
could we search for multiple makes
Yeah,
and models at one time?
yeah. Multiple makes
Because I'm
and
not like so dedicated to that car for one.
okay.
But that's probably the number one. And then also in a car like that, that's the model years are probably like 2015 to 2019 that I would consider. They're kind of all very similar. and
Perfect.
convertibles?
Yeah,
Like,
we can do
is
that.
it reasonable to say like under 30,000 miles? I mean, you're not going to have many under 30,000 miles. That's what.
Sure. So
Am I?
what we can do is we'll collect that preference. So this is the form which we have where
Mhm.
put down pre-owned, your timeline, year, make, model, trim level, packages, exterior, interior color, the miles driven, right? How do you plan to purchase, etc. And
Mhm.
just to give you a parallel example, another client of ours, he was not sure. He just said, I want a luxury mid-size SUV. Guys, you go and figure it out what will be suitable for me. And so we created a detailed options for him. So
Okay.
it had all the Mercedes, the Beamer, the Porsche, Genesis, Lincoln, Audi, Land Rover, Cadillac, Volvo, Lexus, Maserati, Alfa, Jag, right? And
Mhm.
after that, we requested his comments. So he said not interested, not interested. Then he was interested in this. Then we went
Oh,
Porsche Kaing. We created all the new ones, the certified coupe 21, 22, 23. We created miles versus price comparison. It's a mathematical curve which we create. So this,
yeah. So you sent them a lot of cars.
yes, yes. So we list down all different make and models, and even if it gets sold, we highlight in red and pull it down. So all the listings and all the data points are always with us, and then based upon that, we are able to help him to find the car. Uh,
And just like a last question would be like, what do we do with it? Like, if you find something and I'm in the west coast of Florida. If you find something and it's in like Georgia or Alabama, do I go get it? Do we pay for shipment? Like, what you said, 500 miles? Like, I'll drive somewhere a couple hours for it, but I don't
yeah,
want to drive 10 hours for it.
right.
Do we?
So we have had instances where our clients from Miami, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and they end up finding the exact car in Colorado, Ohio, Wyoming sometimes, California as
Mm.
well. So it's a cross-country shipping what we did. That is number one. Number two is that if you are not so much in that hurry, in the rush, because certain clients
Mhm.
will come and say, I need the car in 1 week. It doesn't matter where it is there in the country. So we work accordingly. But if you have some
Mhm.
bandwidth and some timeline, then we can take it as a leverage and we can slowly expand the radius of search. So that way we don't have to go all the way to the other side of the nation, essentially.
Yeah.
So that's number
Okay.
one. Number two is you can fly down to the dealership only once we make them sign a 72-hour refundable deposit contract, which clearly highlights that they cannot sell it to anyone else. Just like how you
Mhm.
have reserved on CarMax, but dealerships are also notorious, so we know how to deal with them. So we will make them sign. Typically, they say it's $1,000 non-refundable deposit, but we tell them no, it should be $1,000 refundable deposit with a reservation of 72 hours for Mr. Berry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once they commit,
Yeah.
once we have a document in writing, then we coordinate your travel to that dealership. You can, and we only do it once we have done a PPI, once we have taken it to branded like Beamer to Beamer dealership, Mercedes
Right.
to Mercedes
Final step.
dealership.
Mhm.
Everything checks out good, the pricing is good, everything, the clean quotation is there. Then you can fly down there if it is too far away. You can take it for a spin, drive it for 2, 3 hours while you are in that city, and then you can fly back, and then we can coordinate shipping. That is one option. Or if it is like, okay, guys, this is only like 700 miles. I love driving, I'll drive it back. Then that is also your call.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me run. I like it actually. I'm gonna chew on it a little bit overnight. I don't think I'm gonna go buy that red car that you saw. So um let me talk about I'm not sure about like my urgency on it. I
Sure.
do need it's a second vehicle. I need one. So
Yeah.
I need to I don't want to take 90 days, but I'm
No,
not
no,
sure
we will
how.
not take 90 days. So on average, it is about 1 to 2 weeks from our side. And
Hmm.
we work as per your quick responses, right? We will give
Okay.
you this document, thorough email
Yeah.
communication, and we can get on multiple Zoom calls, Google Meet calls anytime per your availability.
I'm in between. Like I'm willing to wait for the right vehicle, but I don't want to drag it out too much too. So
No,
let me just
our target, our like worst situation target would be before the end of 2025. And Optimal target would be before Halloween.
Yeah, right.
Sounds good?
Like that's perfect. Okay, yes. All
Yeah.
right. All right. I'll come back to you shortly.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a
Thank you for
wonderful
the
day.
time. Yeah.
Okay. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye.